ocean, often frightened, unenlightened. Sail on, sail on, sailor.
There's no bass anywhere.
I rush the water.
No bass.
Find Neptune's border. Sail through the sorrow. All past marauders. Unrepenting, often empty. Sail on, sailor. Caught like a sewer rat, alone do I sail. Bar like a crust of bread, oh do I wail. Seldom stumble, never tumble, lots of rumble, try to bumble. Never ending, unrelenting, never spending, always fearing. Never clearing, persevering, never fearing what I'm fearing. Sail on, sailor. Always bending, never bleeding, never feeding all my feelings. Hey, damn the thunder and the thunder, there's no wonder, oh I'm under. On the sighing and the crying, am I lying, am I dying? Sail on, sailor. Sail on, sailor. Sail on, sailor. Sail on, sailor. Cool. Cool. Good morning. Remember, all songs are about joy today. The whole world's about joy today. It's a joyfully hot day outside, but looks like we've all made it here, and everybody's got their brows wiped off, so kind of makes you just want to say thank you, doesn't it? It does. It makes you want to say thank you. So say thank you.
Thank you.
Ah, makes you say thank you again. 2, 3, and?
Thank you.
Cool. Now, if everybody can, stand up and say thank you.
Thank you.
And now say it one more time. Say 2, 3, and?
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Here we go. Thank you for this day, Spirit. Thank you for this day. Thank you for this day, Spirit. Thank you for this day. This beautiful, this beautiful day. This beautiful, this beautiful, this beautiful day. Thank you for this day, Spirit. Thank you for this day. Thank you for this day, Spirit. Thank you for this day. This beautiful, this wonderful, this wonderful day. This wonderful, this wonderful, this wonderful day. Thank you for this day, Spirit. Thank you for this day. Thank you for this day, Spirit. Thank you for this day. This healing, this healing, this healing day. This healing, this healing, this healing day. Thank you for this day, Spirit. Thank you for this day. Thank you for this day, Spirit. Thank you for this day. This joyful, this joyful, this joyful day. This joyful, this joyful, this joyful day. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Yes, you may be seated. Starting a day, opening our hearts to gratitude is really the only way to do it. Then we can see all. And we say, yes. And so it is. All right.
I surrender. I trust and I know as I surrender, I fall into the arms
That might go in. There we go. Thank you. So we relax our bodies, allowing that chair to hold us, knowing that it's holding us, and that we don't have to put any effort into holding ourselves together, because the chair holds our body. And those arms of love are right there for us to fall into. And as we go into that deep space within our heart, that holy, sacred space behind the biological heart, we fall into the arms of love. We unite with that divine. And today, we especially unite with joy. Joy, because that is who we are and what we live when we are in alignment. We can stand in that center, knowing whatever comes up in life, we are grounded in love and in joy and in divine order. Eric Butterworth says that the divine's greatest pleasure is when we affirm joy in our lives. So we celebrate the divine pleasure in inviting that joy into our hearts in this moment, saying, thank you, God, that despite all that goes on in the world, there's still the touch of a baby's hand or a new bird hatching, the spirit of the wind in the trees, the waves in the ocean tickling our feet when we walk on the beach. So many sources of joy. And we are so grateful for all the sources of joy. And we remind ourselves to be present in each moment, to bring our full presence, because that's the only place where we really are. If we jump ahead and worry or anticipate something else, we miss the joy that's there in this moment. And we bring our presence here today with the intention of being with one another, of hearing the message, of hearing the joy and the music, being present to each precious moment that is ours today. And as we go into the silence for a few moments, we will let ourselves sink into joy and love. and staying in that sacred space. If there are people in your life or in the world that you feel a need to send our prayers to, you can say their names softly out loud or in your heart. Now, Euro. Because we know this prayer works, even when people don't know about it. We know that. And we also send our prayers toward all the people who've placed prayers in this prayer box, knowing that deep inside each one of them, they are the light of the divine, and they have all that they need to address whatever their issues in their lives are. We affirm their power, and we hold them in our hearts too, as part of our community, member or not. We hold them in our hearts. And now, if you'll slowly open your eyes, coming back into this room. While you're in that sacred space, knowing yourself is divine and everybody here is divine, find two people to make eye contact with, and looking at them, the divine of them, knowing that you're being also seen through the eyes of love from the divine. And so it is. So we let it be. Amen. So now we're going to say our vision and mission. Our vision. We envision the divine light awakening in all. Our mission. We center in peace and love. We connect in our hearts with others. We celebrate our journey toward wholeness, and we empower others to experience their spiritual magnificence. And so it is. And take it away, Supernova.
Good morning. Welcome. This is Supernova Sunday, so we have a bunch of folks here playing with us. Substituting for Andres today is George Hindenock back there on the drums. So give it up for George. It's kind of a last minute thing. Wait a minute. What? I know. Okay. Please turn your phones off. Because they've been going off. There's a note on the screen that says turn your phones off. I know. So be sure you turn your phones off, please. Anyway. With that said, here's a little more joy coming your way. This is a lovely song, originally by Carla Bonhoff. This time it is done by the incredible Leslie Land. This is called Home.
Thank you so much.
Traveling at night, the headlights are bright, and we've been up many a mile. All through my brain rings the refrain of home and its warming fires. And home sings me of sweet things. The life bears its own wings. Fly over the mountains. tired and bright. Things come and gone, and this time you know the struggle will soon be a fight. And hope seems me of sweet things, a light there's its own wings, fly over the mountain, though I'm standing still. Traveling at night, the headlights are bright. Soon the sun came through the trees. Down the next bend, the sweet flowers send the smell of home on the breeze. Home sings me of sweet things, but life has its own wings, fly over the mountains, though I'm standing still.
Thank you.
Well, thank you, thank you. Yes, yes. Good morning. Good morning. Wow. Okay, we have been on a happiness quest all month, right? All month we've been exploring happiness, differentiating between the happiness that we experience in the world and the true joy that is really the essence of our being. We've learned some effective techniques for connecting with our inner joy and staying anchored in this place of joy. So I think I want to back up, though, and ask the question. I probably should have started with this, but we're getting to it now. But the question, why is it so important that we stay centered in our joy? You know, I mean, because, hey, a lot of life is serious. There's some serious stuff going on, right? And we might feel that it's irresponsible to feel such joy. It's like, how selfish am I to be feeling such happiness when so many people are suffering? Right? Or maybe if, I'm just not paying attention to what's going on in the world, if I'm wrapped up in my own joy. Or maybe I'm not taking my own life seriously if I'm all about joy. You ever feel that way? Even unconsciously, Sometimes it's the unconscious stuff that really sort of can block our experience of happiness. So a few years ago, we did a book study on a book that had just come out at the time that was a conversation between the Dalai Lama and Archbishop Desmond Tutu, right, who has since passed. The book is the Book of Joy, finding happiness in a changing world. And it's a conversation about joy. Right? And so these are two people who have witnessed a lot of suffering in their countries, in their time in the world. And yet, in the book, they talk about how connecting, finding a way to connect with our inner joy has benefits that go beyond ourself, pointing out that pain can cause us to be really self-focused. It consumes us. Have you noticed? But if we can find a way to that inner essence of joy, we are more available for others. You know, the more we heal our own pain, the more we can help others heal theirs. The more joy we bring to others, the more that we experience ourselves. And so Archbishop Tutu, if you want to put that next slide up, he said that our goal is to be a reservoir of joy, an oasis of peace, a pool of serenity that can ripple out to all of those around you. Beautiful, right? Joy is, in fact, contagious. And the more we're in a state of joy, the more we are a blessing to others. And being in that state of joy can open us up to the divine flow because it is our natural state. You know, and studies have been done that have proved that it actually benefits us. It makes us healthier physically and mentally. The University of California, Berkeley did some studies that show that joyful states reduce our level of cortisol, which is a stress hormone, and increase our resilience to stress. And then long-term studies of, overall joy and optimism are linked to lower rates of heart disease and hypertension and a lot of other chronic illnesses. And then mentally, being in that state of joy can help us see opportunities more readily and help us move forward towards those opportunities. It can help us find creative solutions to our challenges. So we want to be in a state of joy for all those reasons, right? And many more. But honestly, how can we do that? How can we remain in joy when there's just so much challenges going on in our world? It's a good question. So the Dalai Lama was asked, how can he be in a state of joy? Look, he was exiled from his country at an early age and witnessed violence towards his fellow Tibetans, at the hands of the Chinese. How can you experience, and you see his face, he's like always joyful, right? He's got this beautiful, joyous expression on his face always. And here's his response. For every event in life, there are many perspectives. When you look at the same event from a wider perspective, your sense of worry and anxiety reduces and you have greater joy. Now, he obviously mastered this witnessing consciousness that we've been talking about the last few weeks, right? He's mastered that ability to sort of observe everything without judgment, which we're working on. You're working on it, right? We're all working on that. Also, with the benefit of hindsight, he sees so many blessings that have come out of that tragedy. First and foremost is that his message of loving kindness, of compassion, of mindfulness and meditation practices has gone global. It's really kind of taken hold in the mainstream. World leaders want to meet with the Dalai Lama. Everyone wants a selfie with the Dalai Lama. I want a selfie with the Dalai Lama. Also, there is a new openness to interfaith dialogue. So none of that would have happened had he stayed in his own monastery in Tibet, instructing only his monks. So the blessings. And so when we look at a serious situation that's going on in our lives, from the narrow window of the challenge itself, and see ourselves as victims of it, we're trapped in it. And joy is eclipsed. But if we can stand back and see it from a wider perspective, and remember that we always have the choice of how we experience anything, then we might begin to see the blessings in that challenge. And as we lift up and see a higher perspective, and maybe even project our vision into the future, kind of to get the benefit of time, we can now look at the situation and say, yes, it's a challenge now. Yeah, it sucks. I don't like it. But I know there is a blessing in that experience, and darn it, I'm going to find it. I'm calling it forth. You with me? You've had this experience, right? I know many of you have had this experience. I'm seeing some faces of people who have recently had a challenge and found a blessing in it. Right? That's what we're about. That's what we're doing. And when we embrace that vision, we begin to see it from this wider perspective. And we can then see, maybe in the benefit of a month or a year or longer, that challenge will begin to make sense in terms of what needed to change, maybe, how we needed to grow. And embracing that idea reveals the blessing and reveals the joy. So that's the first way that we can reconnect with this natural state of joy, is shifting our perspective. Okay, so the second way that we can reconnect with this natural state of joy is through releasing resentment. So in the 25 or so years that I've been doing spiritual coaching, the thing that I have noticed the most, that keeps people stuck the most, is an inability to forgive. To forgive themselves, that's big, and to forgive others. And what happens is that resentment builds up and it blocks the flow of good in their lives. And sometimes it has a physical experience that's not pleasant. Sometimes it takes that form. So the most effective way that we can be free and realign ourselves with our true joy is to release resentments. Forgive ourselves. Forgive those who we feel have done us wrong. Now that sounds easy, right? Sure, I'll do that today. Just kind of cross that off of my to-do list. But of course we know it's more difficult, right? We know, as I always talk about here, it's a process. It's a process that begins with a willingness. And Archbishop Tutu said, "Those who say forgiving is a sign of weakness haven't tried it." That was good. He goes on to say that forgiveness is the only way to heal ourselves and be free from the past. Without forgiveness, we remain tethered to the person who harmed us. Until we can forgive them, that person will hold the keys to our happiness. That person will be our jailer. When we forgive, we take back our own control, our own fate, and our feelings. We become our own liberator. become our own liberator. So that must have been the understanding behind what Desmond Tutu witnessed at the Truth and Reconciliation Commission that he headed in South Africa after the abuses of, apartheid. He shares stories in that book about people who were coming to the commission, mothers, sharing stories of how their children, their sons, were brutally murdered with the offender, right? Just standing up and sharing so they get the whole impact of what happened. And then those same women stood up and forgave them. And some women who were abused, who were permanently disfigured, stood in front of that person so they could see, the effect of what they did, and proceeded to forgive them and actually recommend that they be given amnesty. And he said he was so moved over and over by these stories of forgiveness that he was just weeping through it all. It's powerful. It's powerful. So I found that the most effective way to forgive is to remember that everyone does the best they can with the consciousness they have at the time. You have always done the best you could with the consciousness you have at the time. If you were more conscious, you would have done better. If they were more conscious, they would have done better. And so with that understanding, it helps give us a channel into this idea of forgiveness, being able to forgive. We all come into this world innocent children of a loving presence. And for some of us, our upbringing and our life experiences support that. And for others, it beats it out of them. So we can have compassion for that, right? We can have compassion. So that is the second way that we reconnect with this natural joy state, is through forgiveness. So lastly, opening up to this ever-present joy that is all around us and within us is very often the result of giving ourselves in service in some way. Study after study has proven, we're not quite ready for that one. We'll get there. Study after study has proven that we human beings are happiest when we're making other people happy. It's just the way we are wired, right? And that can be, anyway, it could be something simple like just giving a genuine smile to somebody who really needs it, or a phone call, or, a kind word, a donation where that's appropriate, or in larger ways like many of you have done in the past few weeks in the aftermath of the flood, helping out, others, helping to clean out places that were devastated, helping members of our congregation get back on their feet. And right now we have a drive for the school in Hillsborough that was completely destroyed from the floods. And we're bringing supplies and materials so that the kids can get back to school. Ava Sun, one of our members here, is in that school. So that's another way. And it just feels so good. That reminds me, I've got a bag of supplies I've left it in my car. I got to bring it in and put it in that basket. That is a way. There's so many ways that we can just be of service and to be a blessing, to share our joy with others, right? It's about sharing our joy. When we give of ourselves, joy grows. It's a natural cause and effect action that happens there. Now, sometimes we are the ones that need to receive help. And we bless those who give it to us when we receive it graciously and gratefully. But we receive. We receive. And then when we're ready, we jump back into, the energy of circulation, that natural cause and effect thing, that natural process of give and take in nature. So what I'm really talking about here, overall, is generosity of spirit, cultivating that consciousness of generosity, which is just a natural expression of our need for one another. Or as my friend Frank says, interdependence. It's our interdependence. It's always an expression of that. That's what we're talking about. Okay, so the 3 ways, and we can put that slide up now, the 3 ways that we can reconnect with our natural state of joy and stay there. Remember, that's what we want to do. Number 1, shifting our perspective, seeing the challenge maybe from the benefit of time, and the perspective that we have the power to choose how we experience everything. Secondly is releasing resentment and forgiveness, remembering we are our own liberators. And 3, giving, this cultivating generosity of spirit, recognizing our interdependence. So being in this place, staying, and whenever we get like, okay, this challenge, or I'm seeing this stuff in the world, and boy, it's really pulling me out of that. How can I get back here? How can I shift my perspective? How can I see it from a wider point of view? Is there somebody that I've got resentment and just, I'm holding unforgiveness? How can I begin to see that we're all innocent children who maybe have not had the same benefit that we have growing up? How can I get back to that place of forgiveness? How can I open my heart and give of myself and be of service to others and experience that joy that is the natural result of that? All right, so that's the ticket. Those are the keys. There you are. Namaste. And now, for Supernova Sunday with Bright Matter Plus.
Continuing on. This one is going to feature Roshana. And of course, Rick Keener-Levine, who is over there playing guitar with her.
Big yellow taxi. Big yellow taxi.
Okay.
They paved paradise, put up a parking lot with a pink hotel, a boutique, and a swinging hot spot. Don't it always seem to go that you don't know what you've got till it's gone? They paved paradise, put up a parking lot. They took all the trees, put them in a tree museum, and they charged the people $1.50 just to see them. Don't it always seem to go that you don't know what you've got till it's gone? They paved paradise, put up a parking lot. Hey, farmer, put away that DDT now. Give me spots on my apples, but just leave me the birds and the bees. Please. Don't it go, that you don't know what you've got till it's gone. They paved paradise, put up the parking lot. Ooh, ba, 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 ba. Ooh, ba, 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 ba. Late last night, I heard the screen door slam, and a big yellow taxi took away my old man. Don't it always seem to go, that you don't know what you got till it's gone. They paved paradise, put up a parking lot. Ooh, ba, ba, ba. I said, don't it always seem to go, that you don't know what you got till it's gone. They paved paradise, put up a parking lot. One more time. They paved paradise, put up a parking lot.
Wow, does that bring up memories? Thank you. So it's time now for our sacred celebration of prosperity and abundance and giving and receiving. And so we remember that as we give out, it comes back in multiplied. And however it is that you're giving, there's ways that are going to be on the screen. There we go. Thank you. Ways to give. The QR code, or if you're a sustainer, you can give that or write a check. And if you want to just stick something in one of those little brown envelopes on the back of the chair seats, you can do that. And however we're going to give, let's hold that to our hearts and just hold our energy to our hearts. And bless that love, bless that giving, bless knowing that we have all that we need. And we'll say our blessing, which is divine love through me blesses and multiplies all that I have, all that I give, all that I receive, and all that I am.
The power of love is here now. The power of now is here now. The power of you and me is here to create magic on earth. The power of love is here now. The power of now is here now. The power of you and me is here to create magic on earth. The power of love is here now. The power of now is here now. The power of you and me is here to create magic on earth. The power of love is here now. The power of now is here now. The power of you and me is here to create magic on earth.
And as we send our energy from our heart, we bless this giving that supports our community, that goes out into the world and the larger community. We bless these now. So it is. Let's see. Yep, the prayer box. Yep. There we go. And who is here for the first time today? Yay. If you haven't received a brochure, yeah. Welcome. If you haven't received a brochure, the right here. And yeah, there's 4 people up here. Did you guys get a brochure when you walked in? Okay. And is anybody here for the second time? Okay. Well, you're so welcome. And we're so grateful for our flowers today. And these are from new members, Jessica Starr and Kyle Klein. And Victoria has wonderful things to say. Victoria taught last week the Pathways to Community. And we have some new members, and we're grateful. They couldn't be here today, but look at those amazing flowers. And they say, we dedicate these beautiful flowers to you, the UCP community. We have felt so welcomed, supported, and inspired in attending UCP in the last few months. We consider ourselves lucky to have the opportunity to join such a vibrant, loving community as we all walk towards deeper truths and expanded joy together. With these flowers, we hold up a loving mirror to reflect your beauty back to you. We are grateful to be here and excited to find our places within this extraordinary community. Beautiful, huh? Yeah. All right. And take it away again, Supernova.
All right, we're going to put some lyrics up here so you can sing along. All right. This is a song about joy. Put a candle in the window, 'cause I feel I got to move. Though I'm going, I'll be coming home soon. Long as I can see the light, pack my bags, let's get moving. 'Cause I'm bound to drift a while. When I'm gone, oh, yeah, you don't have to worry, no. Long as I can see the light. Guess I got that old traveling bone, 'cause this feeling won't leave me alone. But I won't be losing my way, no, no. Long as I can see the light. Where is the light anyway, you know? Sometimes the light comes out of the nowhere, sometimes it comes from somewhere, right? I heard Rumi say that the light is in the wound. I didn't know that to be true. I think light was South Park the other night, if you saw that. That is the true light coming forward right there. But the light is everywhere. The light is what we have. The light brings us hope. It gives us joy. And it gives us peace. And it gives us these fine people to come up and play for you today. So I want you all to say yeah. Ready? We're going to say, I said yeah, yeah. So put a candle in the window. Whoa. 'Cause I feel like afternoon. Oh, I'm going, I won't be coming home soon. As long as I can see the light. As long as I can see the light. As long as I could see the light.
Yes, indeed, the light, absolutely, the light is here. The light is within all of us, and we turn it on so everyone else can see it. And the light is in many of the activities that we get to do together here at UCP, and I'm going to share some of them with you. Most of them are on the website at unitychapelhill.org, and more information, I'm just going to highlight a few. And the first one, Maria, if you would come up and share about this afternoon's book study group, parenting book study group.
Good morning. Today's the first day of our book study of The Connected Parent. There's some of the parents are here and some are showing up later, but I just wanted to extend the invitation that if you have anyone in your life that is currently parenting, or if you're involved with kids, it's not too late. I have a stack of used books for very cheap that I'm happy to share. And if next week is the first time people can come and you want to invite them, please do. This book was pivotal for my own journey as a parent, which is undoubtedly the hardest thing I've ever done, is raise two kids. And so in my most humbled state of teenage years, I recognized that I did not have the skills I needed, and this showed up. I read an article on a flight to London, actually on the magazine, in the airline magazine. Ordered the book, started the course. I actually took myself away for 2 days and read this book and did all the exercises, and it's an interactive book. Totally transformed my relationship with my children because it helped me transform into the parent I always wanted to be. So. Join us if you're interested. Love to have you. Love to have anyone you're connected to. Thank you.
Thank you. And I think we're doing the people who are in the book study group. You have your own potluck that you're doing together, and then you're meeting in the last room on the right at 1:00. Is that correct? Okay. All right, wonderful. And our second share today is Sacred Resonance. This is with Kellen Kamakaro, and if you haven't heard her or been present when she's doing these healing bowls, these sound healing bowls, it's really quite magical. And so she'll be here and create this whole experience for you with these bowls that resonate deeply within your body, within your soul, and really shift things. She says it will reconnect yourself through stillness, sound, breath, and release what no longer serves so that you can be welcoming what wants to emerge. It's beautiful. So that's tomorrow night here at 6:30. Okay, I want to talk about the Unity Ministers of the Mid-Atlantic States. Every year we get together and we have a retreat. We host a retreat at Lake Junaluska, which is kind of up in the mountains by Asheville. It's a beautiful location, beautiful place. And the ministers get together on the first day on Monday, and then we open it up to everybody else to come, and there's workshops and speakers and music and activities and ways to dance and sing and really celebrate that sacred energy of connection, of spirit. And you get to meet other Unity people from all over the Southeast. So it's a really fun activity. This year is called Sacred Kaleidoscope. We're offering one scholarship, so if you're interested in that, you can come see me, or there's some information on the bulletin board there. And we're doing this in September, but I wanted to let you know now because the early bird registration ends August 10th. Okay. Now, yeah. The scholarship is due August 6th. The early bird is August 10th, yeah. Okay, yeah. And so after the service today, you guys have been noticing this fabulous art on the walls, right? These fabulous mosaics. They are done by Teresa Erico, who is here today, and we're doing an artist reception for her after the service. So you get to really take a closer look and find out, you know, how she does this, what her process is, what space she gets into when she's creating these beautiful works of art. So please join us for that. We are so blessed to have you, Teresa. Okay, and so, you know, our wonderful member engagement coordinator, Leah McCarron, is working on a directory for members and friends, a printed directory. You guys have been asking for this for a while. So she has been collecting information. If you haven't yet given her your information, there's a form that went out that you click and you fill it out, how much or how little of your personal information you want to share, and a picture you indicate there, and then we're going to send it out. I think, do we have a deadline now? The end of the month, I think, is our deadline. So the 31st. So let's make sure you guys all get in there. There's a QR code there. If you haven't done it yet, you might want to put your phone up there and fill that out. Okay, deeper dive discussion today is led by Dolores Branch. Oh, there you are. Yes, Dolores, you're doing double duty today as your wonderful greeter, and she's leading the deeper dive discussion. That is right after the service, so you might want to get a coffee and some snacks and go back to 103 and have that discussion. And we're going to be doing our Sacred Cafe here, I think, in the sanctuary. I don't think anyone wants to be outside today, as little as possible, right? And last but not least, our 3-minute miracle is today. Our prayer partner is Karen Rowe. And so if you got anything going on that you would like to see from a higher perspective, from that wider point of view, or open to forgiveness, or any of those things that open to reconnect with the joy, anything that we talked about today, go see her and she'll hold that with you. That's what we call the miracle, is the shift in perception. Okay, do we have children today?
No,
we
we
do
have
not
Shannon.
have children, but we have Shannon.
I am the radiant life of God. I am, I am, I am. I am the radiant life of God. I am, I am, I am. The health of God, the strength of God, vitality, energy, vim of God. I am the radiant life of God. I am, I am, I am. Woo!
Good afternoon, y'all. Howdy, howdy. Yeah, we didn't have kids today, but we did have a powerful people with us today. So, yeah. What we would have worked on was sort of a toolkit for understanding/misunderstanding. Like, what are the processes that we could do and use as reminders to, like, okay, I misunderstood that. How do we go through that process? So maybe next year. Next month, we're going to start looking at the power of will and how to be willful from a compassionate, loving faith, wisdom, all those extra powers, so that children can learn how to work with adults, because sometimes y'all are challenging. So you're doing your work, the kids will do their work. Join us starting next week and next month, and we can bless the children everywhere?
Children everywhere.
Yeah.
Why not? Let's do that. Okay, with our affirmation here. We love you. We bless you. We appreciate you just the way you are. And we behold the Christ in you. To all the children in the world. All right. If you are able, please stand up. Join us for prayer of protection with the I am statements. And then let's sing our peace song. Go back here. Take a hand if you feel so inclined. Come back here. Take a nice deep breath together. And together. The light of God surrounds us. I am the light of God. The love of God enfolds us. I am the love of God. The power of God protects us. I am the power of God. The presence of God watches over us. I am the presence of God. Wherever we are, God is, and all is well.
Hi, it's Reverend Victoria here. I'm at Unity Center of Peace with our house band, Bright Matter. Hello. Yeah, and if this video has inspired you or empowered you or opened your heart, opened your consciousness, or even just given you hope, we ask that you support what we're doing here by making a donation today, going to unitychapelhill.org or clicking the link below. And we thank you. Thank you.